how's it going? In this video we're gonna start placing a lot of the neutral area objects. I want to start with the neutral towns. So I was taking a look at this map just briefly before this video, and I'm thinking we have 4 players above ground and 2 underground. So I want to get at least 6 castles above ground, and I don't want it immediately next to anyone, but I don't really know if that's going to be an option in this case. So this island looks like a pretty good natural spot for one. I'll also put one over here, that way blue and green can fight over it. Put one down in here. That gives red a pretty considerable, no. I'll put it up here. That way you can't just run, because there's openings right there. So that would have been silly to have the castle right there. Have them run up there and red can summon a boat and jump across there. So that's 3 of 6. Thinking we need one in this corner here. Gives me 4. Where else? I need 2 more locations. Thinking down in here. Gonna tuck you away a little bit so people can actually run up and down this way. What are we working with over here? This looks like a pretty logical place for one. That way the players can run like straight in this way somehow. Capture the town and keep running out. So let's take a step back and verify that I didn't really overload anyone. So red has easy access to 1, 2. Blue has easy access to 1. 2. I'm gonna have to open this up right here. I don't really know if that's the case though, because you probably have to go like that. So I have access to that one. If I put a shipyard right in here, he'll have access to that one. So he has options. Player 3. Access to that one, that one. And player 4 has access to that one, that one. Okay, so everyone has access, quick access to at least 2. My below ground people, there's 1, 2. There's 1, 2, and they're both about equal distance away from this 3rd one. So I still think orange is at a slight disadvantage here, but he will be the first to capture a 2nd town, so I'm hoping that kind of mitigates the just natural disadvantage on the map. But overall I'm pretty happy with this layout. So end of my last video, I talked a lot about low, medium, and high conflict areas, and the castles, the towns, will naturally bump up the conflict rate in those areas, especially once you introduce Expert Town Portal onto the map. So what we're looking to do here is, now that we have areas with towns, I just bump up some resource and creature generation in that area, and then kind of leave it, kind of ignore the castle at that point. Maybe I'll put a magic well or two in the area. But other than that, the castles really just serve as more of a distraction from just beelining the other players. Okay, so that will be our castle placement. Like I said in the first video, these might even change depending on how well this map play tests. I'm hoping that these castle locations stay, but you never really know. Okay, next up, I've been kind of getting an itch to fill out the high conflict area. I usually back all the way up and start placing a lot of the high level stuff that I want to see in different areas of the map and kind of do a top down approach to map making. But I really want to nail down this high conflict area, just because I want to make sure that everything looks and works well in here. First off, it gave us an exit in the last video. Why don't I go ahead and place the entrances? It's the blue one-way entrance, so I'm going to put one by each of the 6 players. I said I also wanted to do an eye of the Magi right next to each of the 6. So for now I'm just placing them randomly in the area that I want the entrances in, and then I will kind of micro move it exactly where I want it when I actually get to that area. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there were 2 downstairs. The huts. Place the hut right there. Place it right there. 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 Flip the locations of these. That way the HUD shows up before the once. And then I do need an eye right in the middle. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is brush off the main roads. That way I can create some ambush locations. And of course this is snow, so when I use only the brush tool, it's going to be extremely forest and mountainy. So I'm going to have to delete a lot of this off and put in some other type of terrain, but this will at least give me a pretty good start. Then I'll probably, yeah, something like that. Alright, so let's start cleaning this up a bit. Because, like I said, all the snow brush places in is trees and trees and mountains, so you get a very, very heavy look to your snow areas if you don't do any manual brushing. Now as far as ambush spots, you can now dive in here, you can dive in here, dive in here. Come on, there we go. You can dive in here. Dive in here. You can dive in here. So I need to brush these. So we're starting to get some actual areas where you can dive in, and these are taking up a considerable amount of space. However, I think there's going to be just a lot of action running around in here. We'll see. I still got plenty of stuff I want to place in this area to encourage people to run straight at it. And I'm probably going to make it too strong for the first run through, so I'll probably have to scale some of it back. Okay, add some. There. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So let's go ahead and start placing some objects in here. First off, I want plenty of wishing wells. One there. Got one there. Put it on the road. Next up, I want some stables so that people can actually run. And I forget what that object is. Is it a specific terrain type of object? It is. Let's see if there's a snow one. There is not. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and use the dirt stables. It's taking up a lot of room. So plenty of movement in this area, plenty of magic regen. Let's get the luck and moral going. So I have a fountain of youth over here. Let's draw in a nice ice river. I'm not specifically going for symmetry here. It would be nice, but I'm not too worried about it. What else? Plus luck. Let's see if there's actually anything in the snow area. I don't think there is. Oh yeah, observatory. No, I'm not gonna put observatories in the area there. Let's get some fairy rings going. +1 luck, +2 luck. Let's just do +1. Okay. Now the rest of the stuff I want to put in here is going to be very, very powerful. I'm kind of coming close to time. I forgot to run my clock for this one, so I don't know exactly where I'm setting for time. So I think I'm just going to call it a video here. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.